Hello, and welcome to another episode of Child Abuse Awareness with Darlene J. Clark. Be a part of the solution instead of part of the problem. Appreciate everybody who comes in. Please hit the bell icon to be notified, the subscribe button as well, and the thumbs up. In Matthew 18, verse 6, but whoso shall offend one of these little ones which believe in me, it were better for him that a millstone were hanged about his neck, that he were drowned in the depth of the sea. Copyright disclaimer under Section 107 of the Copyright Act of 1976. Allowance is made for fair use for purposes such as criticism, comment, news reporting, scholarship, and research. Fair use is the use permitted by copyright statute that might otherwise be infringing. Nonprofit, educational, or personal use. I'm going to make sure I'm going to put trigger warning because some of this stuff is hard. I am so proud of TBI for having Operation Autumn Shield, which is their targeted child exploitation. They had 10 arrests and 19 victims that they know of. Good day, Tammy. Good to see you. Thanks for coming in. Hello, Eric. Good to see you as well. Appreciate y'all for coming. Without further ado, I need to go ahead and change the size right there. All right. So it's 10 arrested, 19 victims identified in large-scale operation targeted child exploitation. Over 3 months, from October through December, the TBI, that's the Tennessee Bureau of Investigation, conducted Operation Autumn Shield. This was published December the 18th, 2024. It's updated. Nashville, Tennessee. 10 people are facing felony charges after more than a dozen victims were identified in a large-scale operation to target child exploitation and sextortion in Tennessee. We went over what sextortion was as well. Over 3 months, from October through December, the TBI conducted Operation Autumn Shield. Operation Autumn Shield. Come on now, put underline in there. Okay. Operation Autumn Shield resulted in 19 victims being identified and 10 people being arrested on various internet crimes against children. The operation included an instance where a suspect was using AI technology to make an image of his minor daughter into a nude photograph and shared it online. That's why I tell you people, be careful sharing your child's photograph online, because these sickos right here could copy your child's face photo innocently and put it on the dark web putting pornographic material. They make pornographic movies also using AI. There's some programs out there, I kid you not. I spoke about this before on my channel. I'm trying to bring awareness. Okay? An online extremist group called 101 was also identified to be founded by a 14-year-old male. Okay, so I would say, I don't care if he's a juvenile or not, he needs to be put in there with adults. The group extorts minors into self-harm and producing child sexual abuse material, the TBI said. Most of these victims were on social media platforms such as Instagram and Snapchat, the TBI said. The TBI arrested the following. Oh man, come on now. Usually it don't scroll with my fingers, so it's trying to get over to the edge. Houston Williford, Sequatchie County, 1 count sexual exploitation of a minor, over 100 images. Joshua James Long, Marion County, 1 count sexual exploitation of a minor, over 100 images. All these are in Tennessee, so if you see Polk County, it's not Florida, it's actually, all these are in Tennessee, okay? Rory, Cullen, Frerichs is how the news channel pronounced it. Polk County, 1 count sexual exploitation of a minor, over 100 images. Rodney W. Griffin, Pickett County, 1 count sexual exploitation of a minor, over 100 images. Stephen Thomas Dyer, Lawrence County, 1 count sexual exploitation of a minor. Brandon Gene Collier, Henry County, 1 count sexual exploitation of a minor. There's a juvenile, 16 years old, Gibson County, 1 count incest, 1 count rape of a child, 1 count especially aggravated sexual exploitation of a minor, 1 count aggravated sexual exploitation of a minor, and 1 count sexual exploitation of a minor. Anthony Lupton Spicer, Robertson County, 3 counts sexual exploitation of a minor. Wade Ellis Williams, Pickett County, 1 count sexual exploitation of a minor, over 100 images. Cody Baird, Cannon County, 1 count sexual exploitation of a minor, 1 count aggravated sexual exploitation of a minor. So I saw all this and I said, well, I'm going to go and do a little bit more investigation, okay? So the TBI agents are still working to identify and locate 8 more children who are believed to be victims of sextortions. TBI reports the victims' ages are between 12 and 17 years old. So y'all please man your kids' phones. Man them. Come on, go and get it. The kids might get mad, but still, you got to protect your kids from these people. More arrests are expected as the investigation continues into seized electronic devices. Anyone with information about these cases or others of the same nature is asked to call the TBI at 1-800 TBI FIND. Again, 1-800 TBI FIND, or the National Center for Missing and Exploited Children, NCMEC, 1-800-843-5678. So without further ado, we're going to go over here to the very first person we're talking about. This is, okay, trying to get it sized up a little bit better. Okay. Dunlap man charged with sexual exploitation of a minor. Dunlap, Tennessee. A Dunlap man has been arrested and charged with sexual exploitation of a minor. This is the arrest of 39-year-old Michael Williford of Sequatchie County. Comes after an investigation by the TBI, Internet Crimes Against Children Squad, and this is Sequatchie County Sheriff's Office. In July 2023, ICAC agents received a cyber tip from the National Center for Missing and Exploited Children indicating that over 300 files believed to be child sexual abuse material have been uploaded to a cloud storage provider, according to TBI. During the investigation, agents identified the account owner as Williford. The images were determined to have been uploaded between April and June of 2023. On October the 9th, agents and deputies arrested Michael Houston Williford, born November the 18th, 1985, and charged him with sexual exploitation of a minor. He was booked into the Sequatchie County Jail with a bond set at $50,000. So here comes a little bit more information on him and another one. The two charged in unrelated cases with sexual exploitation of a minor. That's November the 18th. Oh, there, Tammy. The two men, one from Marion County and one from Sequatchie County, have been charged with sexual exploitation of a minor in separate cases following investigations by state authorities. Joshua James Long, age 47, was arrested October the 31st and booked into the Marion County Jail on a $250,000 bond. According to a news release from the Tennessee Bureau of Investigation, Michael Houston Williford, 39, was arrested on October the 9th and booked into the Sequatchie County Jail on a $50,000 bond, according to another TBI news release. Okay, scrolling down a little bit too far. Sometimes our phones do that kind of stuff, right? So, Joshua Long was taken into custody following a search of his home. The National Center for Missing and Exploited Children provided a cyber tip indicating that from July to October, more than 1,900 files of sexual abuse material have been uploaded from an account in Marion County. During the course of the investigation, it was determined the account belonged to Long, according to news release. The investigation included TBI special agents with the Internet Crimes Against Children Squad, the 12th Judicial District Drug Task Force, the Marion County Sheriff's Department, and Homeland Security Investigations. The 12th Judicial District includes Bledsoe, Franklin, Grundy, Marion, Rhea, and Sequatchie counties. The clerk's office for Marion County Circuit Clerk said Long was in the process of obtaining an attorney. Michael Williford, in July 2023, agents with the Internet Crimes Against Children Squad received a cyber tip via the National Center for Missing and Exploited Children indicating more than 300 files of what was believed to be child sexual abuse material have been uploaded into a cloud provider storage, according to a news release. During the course of the investigation, agents were able to identify the owner of that account as Williford. Agents determined that those images were uploaded between April and June 2023. The clerk's office in Sequatchie County, so Williford's case has been bound over to the grand jury, which meets in January. I'm wondering what took so long. They knew about it. So right here is Michael Houston Williford. This is his picture. Yes. Of them abusing the children too. All right. So we go to the next one. So here is Sequatchie, Polk, Marion County men charged in a TBI online child sextortion case. Okay, Sequatchie County, Tennessee. So I am fixing to mute my mic so that you'll be able to hear what this news thing report says. Okay. Yeah, it is sick. Yeah, the last day should be sick too, ain't it? Because the other day I was trying to do CISC and I accidentally did sick. That's a befitting name.
Ten people face felony charges after the TBI conducted a large Large-scale investigation into online child exploitation. The TBI says the 19 victims identified in the investigation, known as Operation Autumn Shield, all live in Tennessee.
The 3 men from our area were involved in the investigation and all face charges of sexual exploitation of children.
The TBI charged Michael Williford of Sequatchie County, Joshua Long of Marion County, and Rory Frerichs of Polk County. Investigators say each of the men had more than 100 graphic images in their possession.
Artificial intelligence to create a nude image.
Line's Meg Doyle is here to explain more about the arrests and the investigation. Meg.
Latricia, Kim, the TBI task force agents identified and located 14 known child victims of sextortion in Tennessee. They say most of these victims were on social media platforms such as Instagram and Snapchat. I spoke with the Sequatchie County sheriff, who says they see this far too often.
But it is a real danger for our children, and something that we're always trying to address.
A total of 10 people are facing felony charges after the TBI's Operation Autumn Shield. And these 3 men are in our viewing area: Michael Williford of Sequatchie County, Joshua Long of Marion County, and Rory Frerichs of Polk County. All 3 were charged with 1 count of sexual exploitation of a minor and possessing more than 100 images.
The increased internet availability and technology advancements have just made it so simple for these predators to reach our children. And that's why we just really have to be so on guard.
The TBI said one of the 10 suspects used artificial intelligence to create a nude image of his underage daughter and shared it online. The technology allows a user to create new images or videos based on user requests. The National Center for Missing and Exploited Children say generative AI is a huge concern, and its cyber tip line has received more than 7,000 child sexual exploitation reports involving this over the past 2 years.
There is danger there. There are predators there who are there every day trying to victimize someone, and parents need to let their children be aware of this.
Sheriff Phillips also said there are several apps for parents that monitor text messages, social media accounts, and emails to ensure kids are staying safe online. Latricia.
Meg, thank you. The TBI says there may be more arrests in the future as that investigation wraps up and more evidence from those electronic hard drives is processed.
Good morning, Super Carly from the Gibson County. Out here on Highway 48 South, where I was dispatched early and started around 7:45. All at a call and completely across the roadway.
Okay, thank you. So now let's go to this Polk man charged with uploading more than 150 images of child sexual abuse. This is that Frerichs guy. A Benton, Tennessee man has been accused of uploading dozens of files allegedly depicting child sexual abuse to the internet. According to a release from the TBI, Rory Cullen Frerichs, 22, is free on bond. He's free on bond, people. After being booked at the Polk County Jail on 1 count of child sexual exploitation of a minor involving more than 50 images, and 1 count of sexual exploitation of a minor involving more than 100 images. According to a release from the state agency, a Polk County grand jury handed down the charges November the 18th, and Frerichs was arrested November 22nd by the Polk County Sheriff's Office. He was released on a $25,000 bond later on the day of his arrest, according to jail officials. A phone number listed in Frerichs' name was busy when reached multiple times Tuesday, and there was no way to leave a message. Of course, they're not going to go ahead and answer. Okay. So here's a cyber tip leads to arrest. We need to go ahead and pay attention to this. To arrest a Pickett County man on charge of sexual exploitation of a minor. A cyber tip that child sexual abuse material has been identified on Snapchat account led to an investigation by TBI special agents with the Internet Crimes Against Children Squad, the Office of the 13th Judicial District Attorney General, and the Pickett County Sheriff's Office. In October, agents received a cyber tip from the National Center for Missing and Exploited Children about a Snapchat account sending files of child sexual abuse material from June through July. During the course of the investigation, it was determined the account belonged to Rodney Griffin of Beardstown. On November the 20th, Rodney William Griffin was taken into custody by the Pickett County Sheriff's Office and charged with one count of sexual exploitation of a minor, over 100 images. He was booked to the Pickett County Jail on $250,000 bond. Some of them other ones had more than that. I think they should have that type of bond, $250,000 instead of $25,000 bond, right? The charges and allegations referenced in this release are merely accusations of criminal conduct and not evidence. The defendant is presumed innocent unless and until proven guilty beyond a reasonable doubt and convicted through due process of law. The Tennessee Bureau of Investigation is an ICAC affiliate of the Tennessee ICAC Internet Crimes Against Children Task Force. Anyone with information about these cases or other cases of online child exploitation, should contact the Tennessee Bureau of Investigation tip line at 1-800-TBI FIND. Or, it says right there, report the National Center for Missing and Exploited Children cyber tip line at cybertipline.org. See the link right there? cybertipline.org. The TBI has information about online dangers, sextortion, and common sense tips for the public on its website. Parents and caregivers should visit the National Center for Missing and Exploited Children at netsmart.org. The Internet Crimes Against Children thing. I will go ahead and I will click on that and we'll go over that in a few minutes. Get off of that. In Lawrence County, this is a guy in Lawrence County, Tennessee. TBI Somerton man charged with child exploitation after sharing sexual abuse material online. A Somerton man was taken into custody following an investigation by the TBI Crimes Against Children Task Force. According to the TBI, agents received a cyber tip from the National Center for Missing and Exploited Children, which revealed that child sexual abuse material has been shared from an online account. We go back right here. Authorities reported that the investigation led law enforcement to obtain a search warrant for a resident in Summertown. At the home, officials say they found a cell phone that contained child sexual abuse material. Amid further investigation, the cell phone's owner was identified as Stephen Thomas Dyer, according to the TBI. The Lawrence County Sheriff's Office, with assistance from special agents for TBI's Criminal Investigation Division, arrested Dyer on Tuesday, November the 5th. As I said, this was a 3-month. Dyer was charged with one count of child exploitation. Authorities said he is being held in Lawrence County Jail without bond. That's even better. No bond, right? So now here we go to Paris man charged with sexual exploitation of a minor. A Henry County man was arrested Friday afternoon on a child exploitation charge after an investigation by state cybercrime investigators. Wow, I'm getting a little tongue-tied here. I'm having to take a deep breath. It's like, whoa. Brandon Gene Collier, 35 of Paris, was charged with sexual exploitation of a minor after his arrest by agents for the TBI. According to the information from the TBI, the Agents Internet Crimes Against Children Squad began an investigation of Collier after a tip was received from the National Center for Missing and Exploited Children. A search of Collier's home was carried out Friday by TBI agents with the help of Homeland Security investigations and the Henry County Sheriff's and Parish Police Departments. During the search, TBI agents found and seized multiple devices. Get that off of there. The agency stressed the charges and allegations against Collier were merely accusations of criminal conduct, not evidence. A defendant is presumed innocent until proven guilty beyond a reasonable doubt, convicted through due process of law. Excuse me right there. It is evidence, you know. Collier's bond was set at $100,000. He is scheduled to appear Tuesday in Henry County General Sessions Court. If the law says we have to say we cannot really say he's guilty or something, but as a victim, if you got the evidence right there, we're still going to go with it. How about teen arrested for rape? This is a teenager, y'all. This is a teenager. So with it being a juvenile, it's not giving us his name. Okay? Just know that, okay? Wow. So this is cyber tip leads to arrest of Gibson County teen. Humboldt. An investigation of special agents for Tennessee Bureau of Investigation Internet Crimes Against Children Squad has resulted in the arrest of a Humboldt teenager. I think when they're doing as bad as this teenager did at 16, he should be tried like an adult, seriously. On November the 7th, TBI agents received a cyber tip from the National Center of Missing and Exploited Children regarding child sexual abuse material that had recently been produced. The investigation led to the execution of a search warrant at a residence in Humboldt, where it was determined that a 16-year-old male had recorded video of a younger sibling performing a sex act. With assistance from the Humboldt Police Department, TBI agents arrested and charged the 16-year-old juvenile with 1 count of incest, 1 count of rape of a child, 1 count of especially aggravated sexual exploitation of a minor, 1 count of aggravated sexual exploitation of a minor, and 1 count of sexual exploitation of a minor. He is being held in juvenile detention in Murfreesboro. This is an ongoing investigation. Yeah, it makes you wonder, you know, whether or not that's what's going on also in the home to him. Pickett County man charged with sexual exploitation of a minor. So an investigation by Special Agents Bureau of Investigation Internet Crimes Against Children Squad, the Pickett County Sheriff's Office, and the Office of the 13th Judicial District Attorney General Bryant Dunaway has resulted in the arrest of a Pall Mall man charged with sexual exploitation of a minor. In April 2023, ICAC agents received a cyber tip from the National Center for Missing and Exploited Children regarding a cloud storage account containing child sexual abuse material. If y'all see the abbreviation CSAM, that's child sexual abuse material. During the course of the investigation, agents identified Wade Williams, and he is already a convicted sex offender, everybody, as the owner of the account. In July 2023, agents conducted a search warrant of Williams' residence. They seized multiple electronic devices which were analyzed and found to have more than 100 files of child sexual abuse material stored on them. Wow. On November 22nd, 2023, agents and deputies arrested Wade Ellis Williams and charged him with sexual exploitation of a minor. He was booked into the Pickett County Jail on a $1 million bond. But you see right here, this was July 2023 when they conducted a search. This was over a year later that he was arrested, everybody. They had the evidence, right? July 2023, and now November 2024. Wow. Wow, wow, wow. That put more kids in danger, did it not? The charges and allegations referenced in this release are merely accusations of criminal conduct and not evidence. The defendant is presumed innocent unless and until proven guilty beyond a reasonable doubt and convicted through due process of law. Well, we know he's a rapist. He's convicted. We can say that, right? The Tennessee Bureau of Investigation is an ICAC affiliate of the Tennessee ICAC Task Force. Anyone with information about these cases or other cases, like it says, when we go in there, and it says parents and caregiver looking for resources aimed at helping children develop online safety skills should visit the National Center for Missing and Exploited Children's website at www.netsmarts. It's with a Z, netsmarts.org. And also there's the TBI has information about online danger, sextortion, and common sense tips. And so that's that one on that. And I will click on that. And now let's go to Pickett County, man. So it looks like I need to mute my mic again so that you can hear.
Man has been charged with sexual exploitation of a minor. The charges come after an investigation by the TBI found that Wade Williams had child sexual abuse material. The TBI received a tip about a cloud storage account with this material on it. Investigators got a search warrant then for his home, and that's where they took multiple electronic devices, and they found those devices contained more than 100 files of that explicit material. Williams was arrested Friday and is being held on bail.
There's like healthy relationships. This is the NetSmarts, missingkids.org, /NetSmarts, /home. Use your NetSmart cyber tip. Report online exploitation here. Take it down. Remove your nudes from the internet. You click on that, and they can help you. If somebody did exploit you, take it down where they could get like that and help it be removed. So here is actually download presentations, tip sheets, lesson plans, and other safety resources. Peer education and mentoring kit. New Cloud Quest, an interactive adventure, fun, self-navigating online adventure for kids to explore season 1 of The Cloud. Middle and high school videos on sextortion. Okay.
But the typical social media post. Each snapshot shares a glimpse of your life with the world. But what happens outside the post? Just like pictures, people may not always be what they seem. Would you recognize the red flags? Take the classic selfie, for example. You might feel adored, but love bombing can also be a red flag.
Thank you.
Things are moving fast. You think this is great, but is it? Then the manipulation. You'll feel shame for hanging out with others and not him.
Wish you were here. Oh, I'm sorry.
And then he takes control.
Oh.
Hey, Titi, are you alright? Hey, do you need to check that?
No, but I think I need to talk to you.
Some red flags in relationships can lead to more serious issues like exploitation. To learn more, visit nicmec.org/sextortion.
Embarrassed and ashamed.
I am a survivor of sextortion.
I felt embarrassed and ashamed. Was it my fault?
I felt like I had no control over what was happening to me.
Like, I didn't know this happened to guys too.
I thought I was gonna get in trouble if my parents found out.
I thought there was no way out.
If someone is threatening you over underage nude or sexual images online, there is hope. Learn more and get help at nicmec.org/sextortion.
Come on, Nico, hustle up!
Yo, Nico! Dude, why are you smiling like that?
Hey! Come on now, this girl just messaged me.
Why does she look so familiar?
I checked. She's also friends with Alex, Drew, and...
Mateo.
Yeah, he probably wasn't her type. Quick, what should I say next?
You should block her next.
What? No, man, you're crazy.
I thought I was with Mateo, but then I heard what happened to him.
Oh man, no, this is different.
Nico, she's not real. Mateo also thought she was super cute and sent her the photos she wanted. But as soon as he did, they demanded money, threatening him to show the whole school those pics.
Uh-oh.
I think it's called sextortion. You remembered what happened next, right?
This can't be happening to me.
No, man, this is different. I checked, we have friends in common.
Let me guess. She said something like, if you show me yours, I'll show you mine.
What the? No, I'll just tell her no.
She'll keep pressuring you if you message her. Here. First, we'll block their account and report them on the app and to the cyber tip line. Then, you should change your profile name, but do not delete your account. Don't worry, you can take control back.
Thanks, Luis.
You can thank me later, after I beat you on this field.
Take back control. Talk to a trusted adult. Visit nicmec.org/sextortion.
So what y'all think about the videos? Wow. Tennessee Sex Offender Registry, this TBI for the investigation. See TIB divisions. If you've got channel abuse registry, file a complaint, contact TBI, submit a public records request, request a TBI speaker, request a TBI toxicology report, learn about diversion and expungee, criminal, key priorities, human trafficking, cybercrime, opioids, identity theft, officer involved shootings, hemp and marijuana, sex assault kits, Medicaid fraud, drug. So here is, let's go here. And it's where you get, oh, they got a latest human trafficking report card. So I have to go over that pretty soon, won't I? It hasn't stopped. So let me play this.
It happens every day.
Every 2 minutes.
Someone buys a child for sex.
It isn't a good time.
It can lead to a life of shame,
pain,
and darkness.
And it happens here.
It happens here.
It is human trafficking, and Tennessee won't stand for it.
Because it hurts.
And real men don't do it.
With some of the toughest laws in the nation.
And police and nonprofits on the front lines.
The only thing missing is you.
It isn't someone else's problem.
It's Tennessee's.
And we can put an end to it together.
You
can do something about it. Find out how at ithastostop.com.
You're here. We're at TBI, tn.gov. And here I am looking at the human trafficking. I went up here to the priorities, key priorities, human trafficking, cybercrime. And it's actually got a human trafficking report, human trafficking response guide. So I got them downloaded, so maybe another time. Consider the facts. In the United States, on average, every 2 minutes, a child is bought or sold for sex. The average child sold for sex is 13 years old. These are the ones that's reported, so it's going by that analysis. Human trafficking is the second fastest growing criminal industry, just behind drug trafficking. And there has to stop. Campaign to inform the state. Campaign to inform the state about human trafficking and, more importantly, what can be done about it online. You'll find more information, videos, warning signs, and a list of nonprofits committed to the fight in need of support. Together, we believe we can put an end to this kind of crime. And I'm going to go ahead and click on that. Another time, we could take more notice on this and learn more ways to fight this. I want to thank y'all for coming. Y'all are awesome. You're amazing. So get the word out. If you see something, say something. Don't forget to pray. There's a lot of people that's going through some terrible times right now. Please pray. for the strength and the courage, and then to be safe. In Christ's name. Thank you. Amen. God bless y'all.